Hi everyone, my name is Yasmin and welcome to my channel Yasmin's Made with Love. Today is Monday, the 30th of January, and this is episode number 36. Thank you for stopping by and spend a little bit of time with me today. Today's video will be a little bit different than my regular Flosstube. Since the month of January is coming to an end, there is a hashtag or challenge starting in February, which is called, okay, wait for it, Februaviary. I'm not quite sure who started this this trend, but basically it is you stitch birds throughout the entire month of February, or projects which have got birds in them. And I thought, since I am a massive, fan of birds, and I really love to stitch birds and I love to design birds, I thought I would happily, with an open heart, take part in this challenge. So I also thought, instead of doing my regular Flosstube, when I show you and share with you my current projects and new starts and all of those good stuff, I would do a video where I share with you my projects which I stitched over the years, and they have got birds on them, and they are on my display in my house. And I also thought I will do the parade of charts I own, to kind of give you inspiration, but I also think this might kind of bring the memories and remind you that you might have some of those charts in your stash as well. So this would give you a great opportunity to join in the challenge. So what we're going to do, since my bird wall and my birds display is downstairs in my new favorite stitchy spot, I shared the image of my spot a few days ago over my Instagram, but I thought then it would be really lovely to give you a close-up of what is on it. So I think I will record a separate video of all of my birds finishes, and then I will insert it into this video. This kind of gives you a chance to have a look what I have on my display, and yeah, and I think this would be easier for me as well. So this is where the clip is gonna go to. So I hope you enjoy a little show and tell of my bird display. Right guys, let me show you the close-up of all of my birds, which are displayed all year round in my favorite spot downstairs. So starting off, my tier tray, on the top I have got from the V1 series from Hat in Hands, I have got Spring. Then on my right there is a red robin, which is from Love Poppet, and it is called Rockin' Robin. And then on the other side there is a Mandala Robin by Meloca Designs. On the lower tier tray I have got a Year-Old Crow by Hat in Hands, Blackbird design, the bird in hand, I stitched it in blue. Then Hummingbird by Hat in Hands, Tom Turkey, and the Modern Folk Embroidery. I'm not sure about the name of this chart, but I'm calling this Rooster. Now on the bottom in my basket I have got a collection of so this is a Checkered Bird by Hat in Hands. This is
Threading Tom by Lindy Stitches. This is Autumn. Oh my god, don't remember. Oh my god, something Autumn by someone's Turner. Is very famous designer and it just completely escaped me. But I will include in a box below the names of all of the projects and the designers. This is Prairie Schoolers Fairy, and this is Fairy number, don't remember either. Now this is the model fork embroidery, one of the motifs from, I think, from the first part. This is Jenny Vanderville spring bouquet. It was available in her Etsy store, however sadly she closed her Etsy store, so I think this chart would be available if you maybe emailed her. She might still sell her charts. And this is the owl by Durane Jones. So now moving onto my wall, we have got Patchwork Crow by Heart in Hands, followed by SERGI by Plum Street Samplers, and two charts, IRA Ray and Ida May by Goody Huswife, then Frederick by Plum Street Sampler. This chart is available from particular designer. I don't remember the name, however I got a copy from the Word of Cross Stitch magazine, and I will include the issue number in a description box. In the magazine this chart was called Bird Cushion because it was finished as a cushion. Over here, Love Makes Everything Easy. It is my latest design and it is available in my Etsy store. Over here we've got Star's Bride by Lindy Stitches, and Uniqueness of Others, again designed by me, and it is my fundraising chart which is available via donation. And over here I have got a collection of my small folk, modern folk birds. So this is the winter, Valentine, spring and Easter. So this is how my bird wall and a bird display looks at this moment.
I hope you've enjoyed this little show and tell. And now let's go into a second portion of this video, which is the birds pattern parade. In no particular order, I have got in front of me a little pile of I think I will start off the charts first, and then I also have got quite a large stack of kitted projects as well, which which are ready to start. So without any further ado, let's go for Heart in Hand, and this is Tom Turkey. And I've already if you have been watching, then I showed you finish Tom in my display, so obviously I still own the chart, so in that case I think this will be a future giveaway. Second one, it is Hummingbird. Again, it is a Heart in Hand design, and I've stitched this too, so I think this will be a giveaway too. Now on to my wee series, the wee ones from Heart in Hands. On the display you did see the spring. Now I have got all of the other charts, and I think this would be my February, like the projects mainly, because they are very small and I could have quite few finishes by the end of the month. So this is the Thanksgiving bird, And again, I will be using colors and fabric from Stash. So if I have good colors, which is called for, I will use it. Otherwise, I will use my own colors. This is the Valentine, which is very appropriate for this time of the year. And HUMMINGBIRD. They are super cute and they are very quick to stitch. This is winter. I don't own the buttons, but I could get similar buttons in a haberdashery shop or somewhere in you know, online. Autumn. Summer. And Christmas. Coffee. Stitching. St. Patrick, which is very appropriate as well because I think it is celebrated in March, so quilting. And this is the farmhouse bird, which this is the only chart which I actually own the button. So yes, so this will be my main February project. So as you can see, I have them all, and they are absolutely fantastic. And although they are, some of them are quite seasonal, I like to have my birds display all year round, and I don't really mind if the word says autumn or winter and we on a different season. I just like to have them all. Okay, another chart. It is Silver Creek Samplers, and it is called, oh, what is it called? Oh, Dare to Fly. And I was going to stitch this for my son when he started university. However, he's on the 2nd year now, and as you can tell, the chart is still untouched. So yeah, probably when he gets married, I will stitch this for him. And I also do apologize, I missed the nail polish on one of my nail. This nail, it's damaged. And it's growing really funny. So I never actually put the nail polish on it because it just looks odd. So I kind of have got one odd nail plate, or whatever is it called. Okay, and now we've got With the Needle and Thread, Rejoice Evermore. And I purchased this chart from Sarah when she was destashing her charts, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, Carriage House Samplings, Red Winged Blackbird. Fabulous. This is magazine. This is Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine 2020 summer, and it is by Teresa Miller. Kindness Matters. And it's really lovely, very simple, and it's beautiful. Bird Bouquet by Lone Aim Lane. I never heard of this designer, but I absolutely love this box. Or maybe I will show you the back. It's better this way. It's absolutely phenomenal. Gorgeous. Now, the Prairie Schooler Samplers, Prairie Birds. And I was going to join Amanda from the Alba Stitcher when she was doing a bird a month last year. But obviously I've worked on everything else but birds, or this particular birds, but maybe this year. Then Halloween Eve by Blackbird Designs. This chart was very popular, or like I've seen it quite a lot during the Halloween and autumn period last year. So I would love to have it stitched too. Token of Fall by Hello from Liz Matthews, and that was last year market release. Phenomenal. I mean, she is so good with her birds. I think Liz Matthews and Lindy Stitches, Stephanie Webb are my two favorite bird designers. They just, every time they just doing it right. And I also love Blackbird designs, this kind of primitive and very simple look of beds, and Carriage house samplings. Those are my 4 places to actually look for beds if I would like to stitch them, or you know, have them in my stash. This is Birds of a Feather by Alphabet Sampler. It has got only tiny 2 birds, but it is a still bird chart. Gorgeous. And this is the 3rd Day of Christmas by Hello from Liz Matthews. I think she's on the day 5 or 6 at this moment. I have all 4 days, and none of them is being stitched yet, but one day. Gorgeous. Now we have got Drawn Thread Apple Blossom Sampler. And I absolutely love this chart, and I had quite a few attempts to start it. However, it calls for some specialty stitches, and I am not very fluent with those stitches, and I kind of feel a little bit overwhelmed, and I'm scared as well. So I'm not sure if I mean, I would love to have it done, but first I need to overcome my fear of fancy stitches. The Scarlet House and Winged Hearts. This is fabulous, and I also have got the Aztec red fabric for it. So yes, this could be my start in a minute. Now I have got charts which I print out from the through Readly, from the either the Word of Cross Stitch or the Cross Stitcher, and this is actually only chart, but I will show you a little image. So this is a folk bird, and they are on this beautiful red fabric, red linen, with all of those variegated DMCs, and I was absolutely taken by them. So I print out myself a chart, and since it is a circular design, my idea was to finish it in a round box. So I really would love to have it at least started this February. So I'm gonna leave it on the site. Happy Mood Point Polish Floral. However, it has got birds on them, and it is very much modern folk. So yes, definitely something I would love to include it in my collection. Now I have showed you in my previous video, I have been working on folk bird by Russian designer, which I purchased charts from over the Etsy, you know, quite a few years ago. However, it's not there anymore. So I've also purchased 3 other charts which kind of fit in a theme. So this is the owl, the folk owl. I just love it. I absolutely love this little birdie. Owls, by the way, are my favorite birds right after pheasant. So in my designs, I kind of use those 2 birds quite often. And I also, when I stitch other others designs, I love crows and I love turkeys. So those kind of my 4 go-to birds when I stitch. This is untitled, but I think it's like a, I don't know, could be any bird, maybe robin, maybe sparrow. Yeah, another folk bird, modern folk bird, and a toucan. So all of those, I mean, those 3 charts, they are in the same colorway. However, I will be using my own conversion, which probably will contain all of the juicy and saturated colors, just the way I like it. Now, the next chart I'm about to show you is by Lindy Stitches, and it was released in, this is quite old chart, it's from 2018, and it is Birds to the Bows. And I was going to stitch this as a 10th anniversary of me and my husband 4 years ago. However, yeah, I've stitched the other birds instead. I've stitched the Stars Bright, which is on my wall currently. So this year, since me and my husband, we are 14 years together, 14 coming on 15, I would want to stitch this for us, and at least started this this February. It is gorgeous, and for this particular project I will be using Tom and Lily Creation hand-dyed flosses, which I purchased very recently, and they are fabulous. They are absolutely fabulous. I bought quite a lot. I bought palette from like the color packs. So the packs comes in 10 different shades. So I have got my pinks, yellows, oranges, reds, browns, blues. I don't have purples and I don't have greens, so I need to order more, but they are absolutely phenomenal. And since they are so bright and juicy, they would be very, very you know, they would go very well with this project. So this will be one of my start this February as well. Now I have got a bunch of charts which are potential candidates. So this is October 31st by Cottage Garden Samplings. And I also own Cottage Garden Samplings collection of the Songbirds Garden series, and I have them all together. So there are 12 of them, one for each month. So this is number 1, Forever and Ever, Merry and Bright, Winter Wisdom, Promise of Spring. So this one could be something started anytime, so I'm gonna put it on side. Bluebird of Happiness. I mean, they are fantastic, beautiful. Summer Bliss. And I think Marie from Stitches and Diamonds is working on one of those bird I mean currently. Have Faith, Have Courage. I think this is the one she works on, Have Courage, because I remember these flowers she showed on her latest video. And this is There is Beauty in Simplicity. Gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Sign of Joy, Autumn Dream, and Heart Full of Gratitude. I mean, how gorgeous are those? And you know, I would want to have them stitched all together and display in my house. I know then probably 2-3 years from now I would run out of wall space, so my husband and I would need to, you know, get another house and just have it for my cross stitch, or like with a massive wall space so I can display my cross stitch everywhere. Okay, Plum Street Samplers Autumn Fracta. Hands to Mark. Oh, okay. So the chart is called Sir Randy, and the designer is Hands to Mark. Look at this funky little fellow. I mean, he is gorgeous. And I don't know why I'm speaking like that, but look at that. I want to have it started, so I put it on the side. Fractal Flowers by Ladida. I also love fractals. I mean, I love everything. Quaker's Handwork by Brenda Jovet. Fantastic. This is the best combination. Quaker, alphabet letters, and birds. You cannot get better than this. Basket of Cherries by Garden Club Series by Blackbird Designs. And this is something I purchased from, I think there was this stash from Sarah as well. So lovely. And now Tellin Emblem, original design by Christine Tellin. Yeah, so Tellin Emblem, and the design is called Caesar Sampler. However, it has got birds on it, so it is a bird sampler for me. Fantastic, really, really beautiful. And this is gorgeous, Peacock and Pomegranate by Cottage Garden Samplings. I mean, have a look at this beauty. I think I want to start this as well. Okay, the Blue Flower Strawberry Bird by Janine McGowan. Lovely. Now I also have got this binder, which has got my printouts from Etsy purchases. I bought quite a lot of charts from the Kathy Berwick. She's another favorite bird designer. She does them very prim and very kind of old looking, and this is something I really like. They look quite folk to me as well. So I have got the Crow number 5. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And then My Day Complete. Kindred Spirits. I think you, I mean, I'm hoping you can see this well. Oh, I'm going, oh, okay, this one is better. Fantastic. Busy Hands. Time Enough. Okay, second. Oh no, this is like a little bit matte, so I mean, how gorgeous are those? Now I have got a few charts which I purchased from Marjorie Messi through her Facebook page. That's how she sells her projects. So you basically give her, you message to her and you say which chart would you like to get. So each of them has got like the unique number, and then she sends you the invoice onto her PayPal, and then you pay and she emails you the chart. So I got a Quaker Style 4, and I have finished this Quaker Rooster, which I think I have not included in my video, or maybe I have. And I also would love to stitch this bird. And again, since you know, they kind of, you know, the chosen colors are very blah, like boring, so I will definitely use some of my own initiative to change the colors. But yeah, it's gorgeous. Okay, and I also have got from her When This You Remember, and I have seen someone stitching this in variety of reds. Okay, now Hello from Elise Matthews. I've got Pennsylvania Bird. Are they fabulous? They're absolutely gorgeous. Carnation Sampler. The border, I mean, the border is something good I am really drawn to. I love all the penny boards, diamond board borders. I just absolutely love them. So the first day of Christmas. So some of the charts, as you can tell, are like the Etsy purchase, and some of them are like the, you know, a local needlework purchase. And this is the second day of Christmas. Okay, this is Stitches Through the Years, Feed Your Soul. It is not particularly bird design, but it has got birds on them, and the border is gorgeous, so I kind of think would serve the purpose. La Ville's Belle, I mean, my French is atrocious, I mean, and it is again by Stitches Through the Years. And I have seen Shiloh, Cross Stitch MD. She either worked on it or she finished it already, but she uses the called for colors, which were absolutely, I mean, the final look is gorgeous. So this is Fourth Day of Christmas by Hello from Liz Matthews. If I was to stitch those 12 Days of Christmas by Liz Matthews, I would stitch them separate, since otherwise they would be a really large. But if I could stitch them on 40 count, they would could be finished as a pillows, and then I could have them display in one basket over the you know, like winter and Christmas time, or all year round, because that's how I love it. Right, in here, although it is a free chart, it is a Quaker by Beth Twist, and it is available on her website. So I don't have a cover photograph, but yes, if you go to her website, you can find it absolutely free. And the final from the book, from my booklet, it is the Owl Forest Embroidery, the 100 Owls, which is again free chart from their website, and it was the stitch along, I want to say a couple of years ago, I think, of a pandemic, or maybe a little bit earlier than that. But yes, I having a plan to stitch this at some point as well. Right, so this were all of my charts and Etsy purchases, like a file. Now I have got kits or projects which are halfway kitted, which means they have got threads, but fabric is somewhere in my basket, which just needs to be matched with the project. So I have got Plum Street Sampler, and this is the Fractal Friends. Good. So I have got the flosses for it. I mean the main flosses, because some of them they're having like 2 or 3 stitches, so obviously I'm not gonna be buying fancy flosses, so I will just use the colors from stash. Now this is Swallows, and I have got threads pack for it, which now I don't know where it is, and it is by Owl Forest Embroidery, and it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so from the series, from the birds, I have got the red bird sampler and the blue bird sampler, which I really would love to finish as well, so then I could have those 2 charts for the future giveaway. So I'm gonna put it on the file. This is my owl. I will include the picture over here because I have got only chart. This is my design. It is called Autumn Owl, and it is available in my Etsy store. I would love to also fully finish it, and I stitch it and fully finish it, so I can have a nice picture for my Etsy store, and also I can have my owls on the wall. Autumn Bird by Satsuma Street. Again, Jodie is another fabulous juicy colors user, designer. I mean, her designs are just so joyful and cheerful and absolutely phenomenal. So I think for the missing 3 spots on my wall, I will include one of the Jodie's designs as well. And this is map of Hawk Run Hollow, and it has got one of the massive bird. I don't know if I will ever stitch this. I mean, I would love to. On the 30 count it finishes about 13 by 12 and a quarter, so it is a large project. And but you know, if I would maybe use 25 count 1/1, although I tried it once and I wasn't very successful of stitching over one because I'm blind. But yeah, I will give it a go. Okay, so this is another Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. This is fall 2021, and it is by Teresa Miller. Again, this is School Day, and it has got a few birds on it, and I think it's a very versatile as well, because it could be used for autumn, which meant, I mean, it meant to be used for autumn because of the pumpkins, but gorgeous. And of course, my Barbara Anna Strawberry Time. I have got quite a lot of Barbara Anna, which now I realize I have not included into this parade. So once I show you everything what I have got over here, I will pause it for a second and I will bring my Barbara Anna birds, because she is again fabulous with designing birds. So onto the last pile of kitted projects. So those projects are fully kitted, which means they have got fabric and they have got flosses. And in this one, sorry for the noise, I have got 4 charts, and they are all designed by Stitching Spell on, gosh, Etsy, yes. And this is the fractal number 4, fractal number 11, fractal number 6, and fractal number 12. And those birds, they pretty much call for the same colors, most of them, not all of them, but most of them. So I have them together in one bag. This is fractal 1. It's very similar to the fractal bird by Plum Street. Gorge. Fractal number 2. And fractal number 3. And I have got fabric for this, which I chose 32 count linen fabric flare Nostalgia, which is kind of very neutral with tiny and very soft mottling. It's gorgeous. So I have got enough fabric for all of those birds, plus the DMC colors. I might also use, you know, some other colors as well. Okay. This is our forest embroidery with a thread pack, and this one is red cardinal. This one is very much Christmas looking, so I'm not particularly drawn to it. This is hummingbirds. This is something I really love because of the colors and the thread packs from Owl Forest. Now this is Kingfisher with a thread pack. I'm just gonna put the thread pack at the back. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now what have I got? This is fully kitted, and this is Blackbird Designs Loose Feathers, and I have got the summer, autumn and winter, so all 3 charts. This is winter, autumn and summer, and then when you stitch them all together you get I don't know if there is a picture of whole design. I think there is. Oh, there are some complementary charts here as well. But yeah, so basically, oh yes, it's in here. So when you stitch them together, you've got sampler like that, and this is what I am interested in. That's how I would love to stitch my birds. Okay. Okay. Now, Vintage Birds by Janine Douglas. And I also have got from the same series the Vintage Flowers. But I love it. I absolutely love it, especially the peacock and these flowers here. Fantastic. Now, what is this? Oh no, this is not a bird. I don't know why I have taken this out. This is Bullfinches by Owl Forest Embroidery. Very wintry kind of scenery, and thread back with it. And then Owl Forest Embroidery Gold Finches. I have got a thread pack for it as well, but I don't know where I put it. Maybe it just fell off as I was taking stuff out from my chest. And this is Titmice, again by Owl Forest. Now, this is the collection from the garden, cottage garden samplings, the Year in the Woods, and I have them all. So from the collection of the birds, there is a bald eagle and the swans, and of course the barn owl. I mean, this is fabulous, absolutely gorgeous. And the woodpecker, and I think this is all. So I have got the threads called for all of the charts, so I could start this anytime, and I think the barn owl would be my first start. I mean, I don't want to overcommit because then I feel, you know, like not pressured, but I kind of feel like, oh, you know, I have to work on other things. I have to work on those stuff, but we'll see. I'm gonna put it on side. Now this is Barbara Anna, and I have got all called for DMCs for it, and this is the Portuguese bird sampler, and I love it. However, I'm not too keen on the saying, so I think I would crop it. So I will omit all of the saying, and I will move the bottom border, bottom band on the top. Yeah, this could do. This could do. And this is the Plum Street sampler, Maxime and Zoya, which is from the same series as SERGI, and I have got fabric and flosses for it, so we just started. And the final from this pile, it is Frederica by Carriage House samplings. Absolutely phenomenal. I have got Frederick, he's on the wall, he's still waiting for his beloved Frederica, so I need to reunite them. So maybe I will leave this out since I have got flosses and fabric, and I could just at least have a little start. So I'm gonna pause it here, and I'm going to deck out my Barbara Anna beds, and I will see you shortly. Right, I'm back. So the last pile, it is only Barbara Anna designs, and as I was taking them out from my stash, I've realized, and oh my god, there are so many birds, including my unicorn chart, which I was so desperate to find, and I was very kindly given this by one of my viewer. So I will definitely need to start it. And the chart I was so desperately looking for, it is a folk art animals. It is not a bird, but I just wanted to remind myself and take it out, because oh, I've been waiting for this chart for so long. Now coming back into a bird, Barbara Anna Polly Kirby sampler. Again, it has got only one bird on it, and again I will be changing the verse, the saying, for something else. And Funky Bird, I mean, this is gorgeous. I completely forget about this chart, so yeah, this one goes on the side. Cockadilly-doo, again, so much in the right time, because we're getting into Easter and spring, so yeah. This is the Hummingbird scissor fob, and it is quite tiny, so actually I could knock this off very quickly, because this one is 25 stitches by 25 stitches, so yeah, definitely. And this is the our Halloween scissor fob, fantastic as well, so yeah, I'll put it on the side. This is our Biscornu. I have never done Biscornu, so maybe that would be a great time or opportunity to actually make one. I'm really sorry for this poor quality of printout, but this is from this is from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, issue 2019, autumn 2019, and it is the Autumn Bounty, and it is this turkey with a Quaker on it. So yeah, this is another owl Biscornu, or is it the same owl Biscornu? Oh, it's the same owl Biscornu. I just printed this. No, it's not. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, I just printed this twice. This is my favorite, The Witch, the Crow, and a Pumpkin by Barbara Anna again, and those circles are actually made of felt, and they are button stitch all around, or they stitch using the button what's it called? Yeah, button it is button. Oh, he's gonna bug me now because I know what I want to say, but I cannot say it. I wish you were in my head now. The blanket stitch. Oh, they used a blanket stitch to sew the circles on. Mary Pepper pouch. Oh, it's fantastic. It's not very big, so maybe I should stitch this. I'll put it on site. I mean, once I finish recording, and I will be putting everything back to its original place, because I've made a terrible mess. I will also go look over the things which I've put on site as a potential new starters in February. And once I have got my definite list, I will maybe do like a short reel video. I really enjoy doing them, so I will see. This is Sisters. And again, it's not particularly bird sampler, but it has got birds on them, so this could go into this category. The Fruit Thief. Rooster Ride. So funky. I absolutely love Barbara Anna. Okay, Santa, the Dove, and the Key. It is very Christmas winter like, but I mean, it's gorgeous. Santa's Fly. And this is pretty much everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this little parade of bird patterns. I hope I gave you a little bit of inspiration and some idea if you would like to join in a Februaviary. I look forward to stitch birds in February, especially that my course ended. So I have submitted everything what I what was required in order to get the qualification. I am waiting now for the result, if I've met the criteria, and if there is any correction to be made. So yes, I will be having quite lots of time to stitch in February, and I look forward to it. I also am moving into a weekly schedule for my Flosstube. I've asked the question and the majority of viewers answered that they would love to have a weekly videos, so I decided to give it a good go. So through entire month of February I will be posting weekly videos where of my new starts and the work in progress and all of the stitching related stuff. So this is exciting as well. But for now, thank you so much for spending this Monday with me, and I will see you all on Monday next week. So take care. Bye bye.